Hi there, my name is Aaron Gaines. April is National Poetry Month. Let's read some Shakespeare. So I'm going to read a little bit from Henry VI, Part 3. This is part of a long line of histories that Shakespeare wrote. Richard II, Henry IV, Parts 1 and 2, Henry V, and all three parts of Henry VI. And then it goes into Richard III. There's also a King John and a Henry VIII, but those are in different timelines. The Henry VI plays I particularly enjoy because they give a precursor to Richard III, and there's a lot of political intrigue and romance and war, and there's a peasant rebellion. There's a big uprising of the people. It's very exciting, and you have these two warring factions, the Yorks and the Lancasters. And one of my favorite characters is Queen Margaret. She's the queen. Her husband is a pacifist, and she's constantly pushing him to fight, and he won't, so she goes and fights herself. She doesn't fight herself, you know what I mean. And so this is a speech she has when she gets the upper hand on one of her enemies. Brave warriors, Clifford and Northumberland, come, make him stand upon this molehill here, that wrought at mountains with outstretched arms, yet parted but the shadow with his hand. What? Was it you that would be England's king? Was it you that revelled in our parliament and made a preachment of your high descent? Where are your mess of sons to back you now, the wanton Edward and the lusty George? And where's that valiant crook-back prodigy, Dicky, your boy, that with his grumbling voice was wont to cheer his dad in mutinies? Or with the rest, where's your darling Rutland? Look, York, I stained this napkin with the blood that valiant Clifford with his rapier's point made issue from the bosom of the boy. And if thine eyes can water for his death, I give thee this to dry thy cheeks withal. Alas, poor York, but that I hate thee deadly, I should lament thy miserable state. I prithee grieve to make me merry, York. What? Hath thy fiery heart so parched thine entrails that not a tear can fall for Rutland's death? Why art thou patient, man? Thou shouldst be mad. And I, to make thee mad, do mock thee thus. Stamp, rave, and fret, that I may sing and dance. Thou wouldst be feed, I see, to make me sport. York cannot speak unless he wears a crown. A crown for York, and lords, bow low to him. Hold you his hands whilst I do set it on. Ay, marry, sir, now looks he like a king. Ay, this is he that took King Henry's chair. And this is he was his adopted heir. But how is it that great Plantagenet is crowned so soon and broke his solemn oath? As I bethink me, you should not be king till our King Henry had shook hands with death. And will you pale your head in Henry's glory and rob his temples of the diadem now in his life against your holy oath? Oh, 'tis a fault too unpardonable. Off with the crown, and with the crown his head, and whilst we breathe, take time to do him dead. And then York has a few things to say to her, and then she stabs him. Good stuff.